Hi, my name is Nick Johansson and I'm the business unit manager for Drester. And today I will do a quick setup demonstration for you of the Drester double combo. And everything I talk about and more is also found in the user's manual that comes with the machine. As you see here, we have a machine next to me, and this is a stainless version. The machine is available in stainless or blue, but the machine operates exactly the same. As you see, today we are in our showroom, and we will demonstrate the different steps on the machine here without actually connecting it to solvent and water. When you receive the machine, it comes on a wooden pallet. You take it off the pallet and remove the plastics, and then we should do the final assembly of the machine. And inside the machine you find some items. We have an air-driven pneumatic air vent that removes the vapors. We send along a box of what we call bung plugs to fit different kinds of drums. We send along a little kit of some tapered pieces if the floor is uneven, and of course the user's manual. So the Drester double combo is a machine that uses water and solvent. So up here you have a cleaning compartment for solvent where you clean your gravity-fed spray guns, and down here you have a manual sink for water where you clean your waterborne spray guns. When you choose a location for the machine, it's typically placed inside a mixing room, and of course it's very important that you place the machine where there's no risk of ignition sources. When using a spray gun cleaner, it's very important to have a proper extraction from the solvent side of the machine. And with all our machines comes an air-driven Venturi extractor. And when you fit it to the double combo, you simply place the extraction on top of the machine. And in the back of the machine, you have a prepared hose that you pull off, and you remove this little clip, and you fit the air hose into the extractor. As I mentioned before, the machine comes with a built-in extraction for vapors, and it's important that you connect this air vent to ducting that leads the vapors away from the user. One way when you connect the machine's extraction is to have metal ducting from here going through the ceiling or through the wall just out into the atmosphere. If you want to connect the extraction to your central evacuation system, maybe in your mixing room, it's important that you don't connect this so the suction is permanent on the gun cleaner, because then you will lose a lot of solvent by the gun cleaner being under extraction all the time. If you connect it to your central evacuation system, you should just lead the ducting into some kind of hood that then is under extraction from your central system. Legislation and regulations, they differ all over the world. So of course it's important that you follow the local regulations where you install. When you install the machine to compressed air, it needs 110 to 180 psi, and it consumes 9 CFM. And the compressed air is connected to the machine's built-in moisture trap. When the machine is delivered, we have an air blowout hose fitted with the machine. And this one is to blow out the spray gun of the remaining paint. And on this little hose, I have fitted a quick fitting that fits my kind of quick fittings. And it's equipped with a magnet, so you simply put it on the side of the machine. The machine also comes with an air gun intended to blow out the paint channel when you have cleaned your waterborne guns. And when delivered, it's fitted with the magnet on the inside of the machine, and you simply take it out and put it on the right-hand side. The machine has to be grounded as well. On the back of the machine you have this green and yellow cord, which is supposed to be connected to ground. When it comes to setting up the machine with solvent for the solvent cleaning, The machine can be used with anywhere from 5 to 16 gallon drums, and it's what you have to remember that if you use your machine in an area where there is a drain in the floor, it's very important to have outer containments. When you set up the solvent system, the very first time you do that, you need an extra drum, and that drum should be empty. And the reason for that is that you need 2 half-full drums when you start the machine. The reason is that one of the solvent system is recirculating, so it goes round and round and round. And when the solvent is fresh, that's all you need. But as you add more paint when you clean your guns, that solvent gets more and more contaminated. So after a while, you need to do what we call a final rinse. And that is taking place by sucking solvent from the other drum. So here you see that I have removed the front of the machine, and I have placed my 2 half-full drums inside the machine. So in these particular drums, for instance, I choose a tapered piece that fits straight into the opening of the drum. So when you fill up the water side of the machine, you use tap water, approximately 10 gallon, and you just pour it into the washing compartment, and you fill it up till the water level reaches this working platform. And then you open the drain valve, and then you let the 10 gallons of water flow into the filtered container. For those of you who use spray guns with built-in digital gauges, it's important to have an air purge going through the spray gun while it's being cleaned. So with the machine, we send along an assortment of different air purge plugs. So depending on what kind of quick fitting you have in your shop, you see which of these tapered pieces fit your application. In this case, I break this off, and this tapered piece will feed air into the spray gun, and I place it here onto the air purge line. So when the machine is installed and you want to use it, you have to turn on the main valve of the machine. This activates all the pneumatics, so the machine is ready for use. When it's time to clean your spray gun, it's very important that any remaining paint is poured out into a separate container. When you fit the spray gun in the machine to be cleaned, you remove the lid, you place it in the lid holder, you remove the cup, you place it on the cup cleaner, and if you want to remove the air cap and the needle to be cleaned separately, you remove them from the spray gun and you place them inside the washing compartment. And when you clean the gun, it's very important that you hold the trigger in so solvent can pass through the paint channel. And to do that, we have a magnetic trigger clip that you fit to the spray gun, and it's fitted with magnets. So all you have to do is make sure that this solvent feed goes into the paint channel. And in this case, I have a spray gun with the digital gauge built in. So I use the air purge. So I feed air into the gun while it's being cleaned. So when you fitted the gun, you close the lid and you start the machine by pushing this foot pedal. When the machine is cleaning automatically, it runs for about 1.5 minutes, and it uses the same solvent going round and round. As I said before, that solvent becomes more and more dirty. So after a while, maybe you want to do a final rinse when the automatic clean is over. If you want to do that, you activate it by pushing on the gray foot pedal. When you remove the gun after the wash, it's still wet, and then you can connect it to this compressed air line. By doing that, I can blow out the remaining solvent in the gun. And if you want to blow the gun dry, we have an air gun on the side where you can blow out the paint channel, and you can blow out and dry the gun. If you want to clean a gun that you use with waterborne, you open the lid for the water compartment, and in here we have a flow-through brush and we have a rinse gun. And the way it works is that the flow-through brush, you open the ball valve, and when I push the blue pedal, I activate the pump, so I get water from the brush, and I can clean the gun on the outside. When I want to clean the paint channel, I use the rinse gun, and I simply hold the trigger and blow water through the paint channel. So when you clean your waterborne gun, you want to blow out what's left in the paint channel. Again, you connect it to the compressed air, and then you want to blow it out, and we have a blowout funnel. So I simply spray out what's left inside the gun. As all Drester machines that are intended for use with waterborne cleaning, this machine is equipped with the built-in flocculation and filtration system. When I remove the front lid, you can see the flocculation and filtration stack that we have in our machines. And as you can see, we use two different kinds of filters, a thin pre-filter and a thicker fine filter. When you have cleaned dozens and dozens of spray guns, you have used up all of the 10 gallons of fresh water that you put in the machine. And what happens then is that the water level with dirty water will reach the working platform, and then it's time to perform a flocculation process. And this flocculation process we will show you on a separate video clip. The machine you will see there is slightly different from this one, but the process is exactly the same. Basically, the flocculation and filtration process is the same on every machine that we make. Up here you have a container where we store the now dirty water. Here you pour in flocculation powder that you can buy from us or from your paint supplier. You pour in about 5 scoops and you stir it around for about 2 minutes. We also have a little built-in bubbling device that you can turn on to help agitate the dirty water. When you have flocculated the dirty water, the paint separates from the water, and what you do then is that you open the bottom valve, and what happens then is that the dirty sludge goes into the filter, and the dirty paint sticks in the filter and the water runs straight through. Then you close the drain valve, and now you have the dirty remains inside the filter, and slowly they run through the filter, and that could take anywhere between 15 minutes and maybe 2 hours. And after a while, the remains will be dry. When they're dry, you can take them out of the filter, you shake it off, and you replace the filter. So the filters, they can be reused anywhere between 5 and 8 times. One thing to notice is that when you do the flocculation process, the more thorough you are when you stir in the flocculation powder, the bigger the flocks are, and the easier they are to filter away, and thereby the filters, they last longer. When you have installed the machine in accordance with the manual and the quick steps that I've given you now, make sure that every user has the same information and they know how to safely use the machine.